How we doing, beautiful people in my wonderful collective? I'm here to do a collective read. Again, if that resonates, if my voice resonates, if this resonates, if any of my other messages have resonated, then there is more than likely a message here for you. Anyway, let's get into some cards. Like I said, we're just going to do a collective pull and see how everyone's doing. Going into spring, the heat wave's over, that solar flare's dying down. Not a heat wave, but a little higher than normal this time of year. It's been a weird year anyway. Earth's a cleansing. Anyway, hope y'all are enjoying the beginning of the week. Let's see what we can get. We'll start off with judgment. Judgment, that's all about, it's major arcana. It's not about judgment, it's about judgment of yourself. Like I said, I'm here with my truths, my beliefs, my perceptions, which led me to remembering my higher self, my remembered truths is what I call them, and I'm here to help you find yours. And judgment has to be done on yourself first. To do all the shadow work, to get rid of all the programming, and to balance the nervous system. Like I always said, judgment is not about judging others. Judging others is not your place. The only person you can judge is yourself. And that's what shadow work is all about. Going in and, like I say, fixing yourself. You're the only one that can. Nine of Swords reversed. The Nine of Swords is about recognition, the thoughts and the mental process. In the reverse, the Nine of Swords, it's kind of of lack of clarity, lack of insight, not quite saying things the way you should be. Like I said, that's the shadow work. That's going in and finding your truths, your beliefs, your perceptions on everything. Like I say, question everything and go into it. Like I always say, that everything has happened for a reason, everything is happening for a reason, and everything from this moment forward is going to happen as you want it to, not as you've been told you have to. But yeah, you have to get rid of the disbelief, the negativity, the fear, or it's going to keep you in that reversed Nine of Swords with no clarity, no thought process of your own. Which brings the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor, I said there's no gender in the tarot, so flip is needed. The Emperor is the male, the masculine. In the reverse, it's, the abuse of power, the control that I keep talking about, that you need to see past, that you need to clear from your mind, that going in and, doing the judgment, doing the work. But yeah, the Emperor in reverse is not a kind, it's the control, it's the leadership that we've been under that's not working. Hasn't been working for a long, long time, but like I say, it was meant to be that way. It was meant to test us, meant to try us. And those of us awakening now have passed. We're moving forward. We're raising our vibration, raising the vibration of the earth. We're the Eight of Cups. We're, the emotionality of the cups, your relationship. In the reverse, we're trying to set sail. He's heading towards the boat there in the upright. He sees a way out, but again, the emotions are trapping us. The emotions are trapping you. Like I said, the emotions have to be controlled. Over and over. Again, I'll say it. If the emotions are controlling you, then they're not guiding you. They're meant to guide you. But yeah, you have to clear the mind clutter and the emotional clutter, which are connected. You just have to do work on both of them and balance everything. The temple, mind, body, and spirit. Anyway, under judgment. Like I said, judgment, going in, doing the work, judging yourself, judging the past, judging all of the beliefs and perceptions that you have been following that aren't yours. The Hangman. The Hangman, another major arcana coming under judgment. I mean, you have to just sit with yourself, go in deep, be patient, and find your truths behind everything. Okay. But yeah, the Hangman's good. But you have to do it in solitude. You have to do it on your own. You have to find your storyline and pick out the facts in it, your truths. Again, Ace of Swords upright under the Nine of Swords. That's a new beginning. The swords are new beginnings, and again, the aces are new beginnings, excuse me, and the swords, again, your intellectual, your mindset, and that if you can clutter it out, I mean, it's a new beginning. Once you start seeing everything for the truths, your truths, it's nonstop. You start seeing the signs, the signals, the messages. Like I said, I'm here with these messages that were brought to me once I fixed everything and once I started this journey for those of us that are chosen again. But it started anew, clarity and truth about everything, and it's non-stop. It's still going. I'm still finding more and more. Anyway, yeah, the Ace of Swords, a new beginning, seeing things clear, finding your truths, and moving forward with them. And then under the Emperor in reverse, the tyranny, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands upright, that's about recognition of the wands is your imagination, your creativity, the spirituality, and that's recognizing the power that we have over this, because they've been trying to hold us back, trying to keep us from the, woo-woo, the spiritual, they've been confusing us with religion, but like I said, the mass awakening, it's changing. There's a lot of us that are starting to see things for what they truly are, and I'm here to help you find your truths, or if you have questions, or I'm trying to connect to ask questions. But there are a lot of us that have seen this, evil go on for too long. It's been generations and generations and generations. Like I say, it's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not your grandparents' fault. It's the design of it. It was always meant to be a test, a way to learn, and to see if you would choose good or evil. And like I said, it started way back when. But yeah, the Nine of Wands is good. And then we have the Eight of Wands, energy, pure energy again in the spiritual. It's coming quick. It's a mass awakening. Coming under the Eight of Cups, 2 8s, 88. Coming under that, meaning, like I said, the Eight of Cups is about seeing it and moving forward, but in the reverse, it's, not the clarity, the emotional work that needed to be done. But once you get the new start and, see the power and see things for what they truly are, then, oh yeah, it starts coming quick. And it is. Anyway, let's pull some more. Under the Judgment, under the Hangman. Really sitting in deep with it and thinking about it. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. Again, your mental, your thought process. The Four of Swords is resting and relaxation, which sometimes you have to do when under the Hangman. You have to sit and, like I said, go deep, do the work. You're the only one that can unclutter the mess that is your mind and your nervous system. But yeah, you have to sit, meditate, diet. Like I said, it'll guide you to these things. It'll guide you to breathing and your diet and how you look at things. It will, but that is your emotions. Again, they are meant to guide you. But that coming under the hangman, yes, it's just confirmation. You have to go in deep and do the work. The new beginning, the Ace of Swords, another Nine of Swords. Hopefully, some of you are going in deep, doing the work, seeing the truths, getting that new start, that clarity, the truth. The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is about conflict in the upright. And coming under the Nine of Swords, I mean, there's a conflict. Mostly it's about the ego. It's about, breaking the thought patterns of what you were programmed to believe and finally starting to see everything for yourself for what it truly is. It'll play tricks on your mind. And then it could be about competition with others. And this is, trying to explain what's going on to other people, and they just, oh, no, 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 no. And that's about the work of having to clear the people, places, and things out of your life. Again, the diet, food, and people, places. Like I said, once you can control your emotions and once you get that fresh start, they will guide you. They will let you know. Once you learn how to listen to them and not let them control you. Anyway, the Nine of Wands and the Emperor. The Moon. The Nine of the Wands, or coming into the Emperor, that's the illusion of all the deceit we've been under, and that's what the Moon is about, another major arcana. Anyway, it's about deceit, illusion, and that's where we've been, and that's coming under the Nine of Wands as well. Like I said, the illusion and the deceit is they've been hiding it from us, trying to keep us from that spiritual connection that, again, the chosen of us have had since the beginning, through generations. Okay? If you want to believe in that, like I said, however you want to call it, He, the universe, Source, Most High, God, it's inside of us. It always has been, good and evil. It's inside of us. It's your intentions, your choices that lead you to, one side or the other. Choices. Anyway, under the Eight of Wands, moving quickly, breaking the deceit and the illusion that has been blinding us and keeping us down. The Sun. I love the Sun card coming under the Eight of Wands. The Sun is about, going in, getting the work done. The Sun is about rebirth. Again, happiness, joy. There's always a small child in there. It's about finding that inner child, getting that far into it where you can finally, let him see that, it's okay. Everything's okay. Okay, he knew. He knew when he came into the world. She, he, okay. The sun is a beautiful thing. And the sun, it is energy. It is life. It gives life to everything on this plane. So, don't be afraid of the sun. But no, it's a beautiful card in the tarot. It's happiness, it's joy, it's seeing that things are going to get better, knowing that the deceit and the illusions and all that bullshit is finally being seen for what it is. And they're showing us, they're exposing it. There's no way of hiding it. The Page of Pentacles, messages. The pages are messages or scholars. The Pentacles, again, your physical, your materialistic, your actions. Again, this is, the Page of Pentacles, the physical, they're still doing it. The war and all that, everything you hear about it, it's all spiritual. It's all trying to keep us in fear again. Fear is the biggest form of control. And, that's what that is in the reverse. It's just, negativity and more fear trying to keep us divided, and that'll keep you unbalanced. They keep us all against each other, divided. It's going to keep everybody on a different frequency, a different vibration. Um, anyway, let's pull one more to close this out. Again, about the shadow work, going in, judging yourself, judging your past, going back and fixing everything and seeing, everything for what it is, the deceit, the illusion of what this really is. The Three of Cups, emotionality, your relationship, and this is about, union, coming together. Like I said, a mass awakening. I'm trying to reach out to other chosen. I'm trying to reach out to others that are awoke. I can't wake anybody up. I'm just here to help. It's my purpose. I'm here to aid the collective, reach out to the collective, try to connect with the collective. Anyway, that's what we need is unity, and that's what's happening under the Emperor. A lot of people, like I said, are seeing light, seeing their power, feeling, seeing the world for what it is. Anyway, I love you. Love thyself. Like I always say, it starts with self-love. Go in there and, you have to do the work. You have to reprogram yourself, folks. Anyway, I love you and thank you.